The following tag team contest is set for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Sonny Ono from Japan, the team of Kensuke Sasaki and Masahiro Chono.
Some of the great stars from New Japan Pro Wrestling from the Orient, along with Sonny Ono, Masahiro Chono. He's a former world heavyweight champion. And, of course, Kensuke Sasaki.
That's my friend, Sonny Ono. That's a good friend of mine.
You've been a what?
We've been out a few times
Benefactor,
together.
maybe?
No, I didn't mean
Would he be the benefactor of Diamond Dallas as well, the man that got him back in the sport?
Well, I'm not at liberty to, I don't know that.
You know, the fact, people do realize, and there you see some great fans from Japan all the way over here. I want to get to this point as we go back to Dave Penzer right now.
Their opponents from the streets of New York City, Knobs and Sags, the Nasty Boys.
Long way between Japan and New York City, I can tell you that. A lot of different differences, a lot of lifestyle differences. The Nasty Boys, Sags, Knobs coming out here. The fact remains, and everybody knows this, the more you talk, the more you expose things, the more you get yourself in trouble, and you may be getting other people in trouble as well.
Well, I said we've been out a few times in Tokyo and in Nagasaki together, and in Yokohama. He took me to a few nice restaurants. We conducted some business. I didn't mean benefactor, like in the benefactor that's putting the bills for Diamond Dallas, whoever the guy is.
Is that what he's doing?
Who, Sonny? I mean, not Sonny. I didn't say Sonny. I said not, you remember Sonny and Cher?
Yeah.
They were a good group in the 60s.
All right, here we go. It's tag team action. Nasty Boys against Chono and Sasaki here on WCW Worldwide. Close call there, wasn't it?
Bobby Heenan, once again, you have managed to weasel out of another one. Hi, everybody. Lee Marshall stepping in to tell everybody in and around the tri-state area about what's coming up Sunday, June 30th. It'll be at the theater at Madison Square Garden. I mean, this is so big that my cousins on Long Island in Brooklyn are actually going to get in the car and come into the city. We're talking about Sunday, June 30th, the theater at MSG. You're going to see these guys, the Nasty Boys, at Public Enemy in a street fight. The Nature Boy Ric Flair with Woman and Miss Elizabeth take on the Macho Man Randy Savage. It is unsanctioned. Sting and the Giant will be there too. It's at the theater at Madison Square Garden. Get your tickets at the Garden box office and all Ticketmaster outlets.
Clothesline, there's a knee. Head first, or make it shoulder first goes Sasaki, one of the most powerful wrestlers ever from Japan.
Did not bother him at all. Look at that.
Sasaki drives him down with a big shoulder block.
I'll tell you something about the Japanese. You know, they train constantly, and they're very, very dedicated athletes. And no matter if they were in wrestling or jiu-jitsu or anything, they put their heart and soul into it, and they live and breathe it. They're not used to fighting a style like the Nasty Boys. These are wrestlers. Sure, you may think they're sneaky and they'll step to any limits because of Mr. Ono, but what they do is they wrestle, and they are wrestlers, and they're not used to street fighters. So you're right. It's a long way from New York City to Tokyo.
There you see members of the Japanese press here as well. Watching this matchup, and Sonny Ono seeking refuge behind one of the reporters. Look at Masahiro Chono. And I can tell you right now, it's a valiant try by the fans, but the chant of USA is not going to really bother Chono at all. He's a great professional, a great athlete, one of the greatest of all time. And he goes right after the eyes. Look at the force behind those kicks in the right hands.
I'll tell you about Chono. You know, after he started wrestling for about 3 or 4 years, he took 6 months off and studied chiropractics, and then came back to wrestling. He knows every nerve and muscle in the human body, that man.
He was trained by the legendary Lou Thesz, former world heavyweight champion. As a matter of fact, Chono and Lou Thesz had Lou Thesz's final match years ago.
Wow. I was just with Lou Thesz in March at the Cauliflower Alley Club.
Really?
80 years old, still could get in the ring, I bet.
Absolutely, was wrestling in his 70s. Absolutely. Sends him through.
That was only 20 years ago.
Would you please stop? Sends Knobs through. He comes back on the inside. Knobs had enough of that, didn't he? Send him outside as well. You've got some great Japanese wrestlers and 2 street brawlers going out of here.
That's exactly what you have. The Japanese, the honorable people from Japan, along with Mr. Sonny Ono, have come here to participate in wrestling, not street fighting with these slobs. One good thing about the Nasty Boys, when you go out for pizza, you don't have to cut it.
Wait a minute. Are we having some problems here with members of the Japanese team? Little shove with Chono and Sasaki. They have wrestled each other before.
But they usually have a tremendous amount of respect for one another. You know, they're people that they bow a lot. They show courtesy to you. If you're 2 feet in front of the next car, you have the right of way. We can learn a lesson from these people, how to save your, invest your, induce.
There you go.
They
Mr. Handout, Bobby Heenan once again, fans. Sasaki sent near side. No, it is Knobs. Knobs, nailed in the back by a knee. A big clothesline.
Is his head still on his shoulders?
I don't think so. And watch out, Sonny Ono getting chased out of the arena by Jerry Sags. Sasaki up and down.
You don't see that happen often. Knobs is a big, big man.
Lateral press, 2, and almost a save that time by Sags, but Knobs kicked out. The Great American Bash fans, if you own a satellite dish or are part of DirecTV, satellite dish owners, you can call Turner Premier. We'll be giving you a number later on. Also, you can be a part of us on DirecTV, or if you, of course, get pay-per-view on your local cable system, you can call your cable operator and join us. This is the one you want to see, the Great American Bash. The NFL versus WCW and Lex Luger and the Giant for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Luger's got a lot to prove, too. He sent the word out. He's got him here. No, he didn't.
Didn't cover him that time, Brain.
Luger sent the word out, nobody is going to pick me up by the throat and jam me through a table ever again. I'm going to become world champion.
Kick to the face. How about that? Chono splatted Sasaki. Tag made. Sags is in. He's going to take on both men. Sasaki is the legal man. Make it a pair of clotheslines.
Why don't he just raise both arms and carry a fan? That would make him move.
I would agree. Maybe a power bomb here. Has him hooked by the waist. Yes. He got him down. This is it.
Dropped on him.
And he goes under Sonny Ono, and that could have cost him the match. He's got Sonny Ono.
The man wears glasses. Man's 111 pounds. Get your hands off him.
Then he ought to stay out of the ring area. We've got all 4 going at it now. Sasaki, Knobs on the outside they go.
Are you saying the great Earl Weaver of your favorite team, the Baltimore Orioles, if he came to third baseline, you want him thrown out of the park? He's like Mr. Ono. He can jump up on the air as long as he does not get in the ring.
Absolutely. Watch out. Sonny Ono kicking one of the nasty boys. Look at these rapid fire karate kicks. We've got the bell. We're going to get a double count out here. All 4 men will be counted out as the fight continues between the nasty boys, Sasaki and Chono. Nick Patrick trying to separate things, and fans, it's broken down here on Worldwide.
Oh!
Ring post.
And he's in double nasty town there.
Coming